Hello again, everybody. I'm Todd Rossnagel, Director of Communications for the Louisiana Conference of the United Methodist Church, and we were coming on the air with yet another hurricane update and preparation here in Louisiana. The hurricane is Hurricane Delta, as you know. It has re-strengthened into a Category 2 storm overnight with sustained winds right now at about 100 miles an hour, and it'll be reaching the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. It is expected to ramp up to a major hurricane, Category 3, before it heads towards southwestern Louisiana late Friday as the 10th storm to strike the United States this hurricane season. Delta is about, right now, as of this recording, which is Thursday, October 8th, Delta is about 425 miles south of Cameron, Louisiana, the town where Hurricane Laura had a devastating landfall in late August. Right now, the tropical models are in agreement that Hurricane Delta will cut straight through Acadiana, essentially between Lafayette and Lake Charles. Delta will be a fast-moving storm, which will be good news in that it will not sit around and have a lot of rainfall. It will move through quickly, but it is a rainmaker, as all hurricanes are, and there is the potentiality for flash flooding. We are joined by Bishop Cynthia Fierro Harvey, who is joining us in the midst of her busy schedule, and Reverend Elaine Burleigh, which is the Director of the Office of Missional Engagement and Outreach. Good morning and greetings to both of you. Thanks for carving out time out of your busy schedules to give us an update on this Thursday.
Good morning.
Well, Bishop Harvey, here we are yet again with another hurricane, and sadly, another hurricane directly headed for the Lake Charles area, an area that is just now beginning to come back to just a slight semblance of normalcy after what has been a rough couple of months. And here we are again.
Yeah, I feel like another same song, another verse. We just keep adding verses to this song, the song that never ends. I'm just, this is just devastating news for us here in Louisiana and for the people certainly in Cameron and Calcasieu Parish and that part of the state. There's tarps on homes still. There's no internet in most places in the Lake Charles area. They barely got power back. There are piles of debris everywhere. So all I can imagine is more rain and more wind and what happens to all of those temporary fixes that are happening right now. And those areas have been evacuating right now. So where do they go this time? Where, how do you tell your children, here we go again? How do you pile those important things in your car, whatever you have left? Many people lost most everything in Hurricane Laura, and we're just really beginning to piece their lives back together. Yes, we can put homes back together, but these are people's lives that we're talking about. I also, frankly, this morning, I'm just in prayer for our pastors and our lay folk who are already weary. And I just can't imagine waking up to this. What we know down here too is that even in the midst of storms, God is with us, and we are together in this. This is when we are at our best, caring for one another. So I encourage everyone to do what people are asking. If they're asking you to evacuate, please evacuate. Check on your neighbors, check on those that are the most vulnerable in your neighborhoods, and be there for one another as you always are. And I'll just say that, right now we're looking at somewhere, I guess, between Lafayette and Lake Charles. What we also know is a few miles east or a few miles west changes everything, right? We're learning that every single time. So don't let your guard down no matter where you are right now in the state of Louisiana. because this thing's going to come through and go straight through the state. And I think we're all going to feel some effects of it. So I sound like the weather people saying, no, don't pay attention to the cone. Don't pay attention to all the models, because we're all going to be impacted here. So just don't let your guard down and be ready. And most importantly, be there for one another, as, we're resilient people. We do this. We wish we never had to, but we are also very equipped to handle these things, although I am concerned that we are growing weary.
Well, we are indeed equipped. We are equipped to respond thanks to the generous donations through the last couple of months, and we ask for your continued donations. Elaine, there's really no limit to the amount of help that we can at least try to provide to the folks in Southwest Louisiana and now potentially in Acadiana. We are here to help those who need help, correct?
Absolutely, Todd. This is just heartbreaking that those who were so badly harmed by Hurricane Laura are now in the impact zone for this Hurricane Delta. It just boggles the mind that, and you wonder how much can any one person or any group of people handle. But what I know about our United Methodists is that whenever the need is there, they're going to show up and they're going to help. And that's what we do so well. After the storm is over and it is safe for us to go back in, no matter how tired we are, we're going to show up with our tarps, with our shovels, with our chainsaws. We will help remove the debris in your yard. We will retarp your roof. We'll muck out the house again if that's what's necessary. And then we'll be there for the long term, because we don't leave people behind. We don't leave them without some sense of hope for the future that things will be restored. That's what we do, and we do it well. And no matter how tired we are, we're going to do it again.
Elaine, we continue to remind people to give. It is the best way for someone to respond, most especially in these days as the storm approaches. So we thank you for everything that you are doing. We know you are tired. We know we are all tired, and so we thank you. Bishop Harvey, as we end this video, we know more will come. We will continue to keep people up to date as Hurricane Delta makes its way to Louisiana. I saw something on Facebook the other day. It was a cartoon of someone rescuing someone from a house, and the caption said something like, "Isn't this a funny way for us to all get along? Funny way for us to get along." We in Louisiana have known at least through 2020 and in years past that these are moments that really in some strange way bring us together.
It is. As I said, this is when we are at our best. This is what we know. When we don't know what to do, we know what to do. Because we know that we're there for one another regardless, especially in this politicized season. I'm always grateful that the people here in Louisiana will reach out regardless of where they stand on political issues or social issues or anything. What we believe in is really loving our neighbor, and we show that in tangible ways. So I'm just thankful to the people of Louisiana, and I'm thankful for the people throughout the United Methodist Church. One thing that we've learned too is that we are there for one another beyond the state and really around the world. So we've had people here after Laura from Florida and North Carolina and all kinds of places. So we do the same thing. Actually, when Laura was coming, we had a team up in Iowa responding to that disaster. So this is what good United Methodists do, and I am grateful for that, and grateful for the connection, the things that we get to be a part of. That old trite, we say it, we're better together. This is one of those times where I can honestly and show you that we are better together.